Hello everybody, Joey here, and today's agent class is going to be on advertising rules, do not call registry, and then social media marketing. So to start with the advertising rules, Tennessee Commission, TREC, has rules set up for us, what is considered advertising, what is not considered advertising. So to start out, all advertising, regardless of its nature and the medium in which it appears, which promotes either a licensee or the sale or lease of real estate property, shall conform to the requirements of this rule. So in addition to just your traditional print radio stuff like newspaper, flyers, well not flyers, but newspaper, when you do the ads on the radios and stuff and TV, it also includes communication to the public, such as our signs that we put out, the little pointer signs, we have to be compliant with those too, flyers, letterheads, our email signatures, websites, social media communication, video or audio recordings transmitted through the internet or broadcast streaming. And surprisingly, there's a few things that is on here that you would think other states, like in Virginia, they consider it advertising. They don't in Tennessee. Is hats, pens, notepads, T-shirts, name tags, and the one that confused a lot of us was business cards. Business cards are not advertising. It's a way of self-promotion. And then sponsorship of charitable and community events. So anything that you do advertising-wise, you have to have the firm's name, the phone number, and it has to be the same letter size as, say, your personal name as a realtor or your group name. They all have to be the same size. It cannot be bigger than the firm's name or the phone number. For purposes of the rule, the firm name shall mean either of the following. The entire name of the real estate firm licensed with the commission, which here it is True North Real Estate Advisors, has to be on your advertising. Or if it's a DBA of the real estate firm is licensed with the commission. General principles of advertising rules. No licensee shall advertise, sell, or exchange, purchase, rent, lease property in a manner indicating that the licensee is not engaged in the real estate business. All advertising shall be under the direct supervision of the broker. So if you're going to run an ad on social media, especially Facebook, TikTok, those are really ones that, and Instagram people use, make sure to run it by Ariel. If you're going to have a sign made, make sure you run it by her to make sure that everything is compliant with the state. People will turn you in. They've been one realtor at another company that had signs out through here. Didn't even have the brokerage name on it, just had him. It was a bunch of them. They were everywhere.
Joey, touch base on the name thing. As far as like on posts or anything like that that's considered advertising and not personal stuff. Full name basis, because I'm feeling like we would be in compliant on some of the stuff we've done because I've only put True North Real Estate or
Yeah.
True North Real Estate Advisors.
Yeah, I'd put the whole name, the True North Real Estate Advisors. So, like with,
Would there be a problem if Advisors wasn't on there?
I would say it's probably not as bad, but I would consider it. I would rather
Just
put the whole thing, and especially like with your group,
Or do you know?
you're supposed to put the full name. You have to put the full name. You can't abbreviate it. And then the question, I don't know why I said this, but didn't say this, but the question Lincoln had was, can you abbreviate TNREA, True North Real Estate Advisors, or can you just put True North Real Estate? And it's good practice just to put the full name on there. I don't think they really like that you put the TNREA on there and stuff. And especially like if we have groups or teams or stuff, you put like Apex Group. It'd be like Apex Group at True North Real Estate Advisors, Tim Stock Group at True North Real Estate Advisors, the Property Pros at at True North Real Estate Advisors.
Oh,
So Did you hear that, Dustin? Sorry about that. But just make sure you put True North Real Estate Advisors on everything that you do in the advertising portion of it, so they can't hit us for anything. Ariel doesn't want to get phone calls from the state or letters saying that we're not in compliance. There is a local brokerage I did see get hit for advertising I think it was last month. And I think the fine's like $1,000, but it can go up from there.
Joey,
Yes.
also, like when I do social media posts
Mm-hmm.
for the brokerage as an admin, lots of times I'll have the logo on there.
Mm-hmm.
And since the logo has our name on it, that's okay.
Yes, you can. Yeah, Karen's question is if you just have the company's logo, is that compliant? And it is, because it's got the full name on it.
Okay.
True North Real Estate Advisors. I noticed on ours, a lot of our posts that Jesse does for us, we have the name, True North Real Estate Advisors, the address, and the phone number, just to make sure. So it doesn't hurt to do all that. It's better to go overboard with it than not do exactly what they want and then us start getting fined. Especially if you're paying for boosted post, then they will make you take that down until it's corrected.
Mm-hmm. What about, does it have to be on the photo? Can it be in the caption? Or
It can be in the caption.
Okay.
As long as it's somewhere in that post,
Okay.
it's there. Any advertising which refers to an individual licensee must list that individual licensee's name as licensed with the commission. No licensee shall post a sign in any location advertising property for sale, purchase, exchange, rent, or lease without written consent from the owner or the owner's agent. No licensee shall advertise property listed by another licensee without written authorization from the listing agent or listing broker. So if we're going to share a post, or if we're going to share it from the MLS to our website or our personal page, realtor page, whatever, you need to get permission from the other agent before you do it. I've seen a couple. Most people don't care because you're just spreading it out more. There's a couple that are stickler about that, and they don't like it.
So from the listing.
Yes. It used to, you had to get it from the owner. You had to get written permission from the owner of the property, but that changed it in 2021. I think it was April 2021, that you can get it from the broker or the agent themselves.
So that's just comparing any random agents.
Yeah.
listing.
Now, if it's True North stuff, I would think that none of us would care, but just we could call Ariel or whatever, text her real quick and say, hey, is it okay if I share this? I think it's fine in-house, but if it's like if we're trying to share Century 21 or KW's or something like that, we need to get written permission from them first. No licensee shall, okay, we got that. No licensee shall advertise in false, misleading, or deceptive manner. So here's some examples. Any licensee advertising that includes only the franchise name without including the firm name. So it'd be like us doing Apex Property Group, Tim Stout Group, Property Pros. We have to put the firm name on there.
Or if you're a solo agent, just put your name.
Yeah, or if you're a solo agent and you just put your name on there, you have to put the firm. Licensees who hold themselves out as a team, group, or similar entity, firm who advertise themselves using the terms as real estate. So real estate brokerage, realty company, corporation, LLC, corp, you can't do that. It has to be team, group, something like that, because if you put it the other way, it makes you look like you're a brokerage and not just a team. Any web page that contains a link to an unlicensed entity's website where said entity is engaged or appears to be engaged in activities which require a license from the commission. So basically, if you just, like wholesalers, linking a page to their wholesale page, they're basically practicing real estate. Tennessee hasn't cracked down on that like most other states have, but they're doing the same thing we are, but they're doing it in a different manner because there's a loophole there. Let's see. Internet advertising. In addition to all the other advertising guidelines, there's requirements for internet advertising. The firm name and telephone number listed on file with the commission must appear on each page of the website. So if you have a website like we have each of us get a website from Playster. It's supposed to be on every page, the name and the phone number. Each page of the website must display listings from an outside database. If available, the properties must include a statement that some of these or all the listings may not belong to the firm. And then listing information must be kept current and accurate. This requirement shall apply to first-generation advertising as it is placed by the licensee and does not refer to such advertising that may be syndicated or brought on advertising of the original third party. So like Zillow, that's how Zillow gets away with it, because they get all the information from the MLSs. So it's a third party, so they don't have to have all these rules and regulations. Guarantees, claims, or offers. Unsustained selling claims and misleading statements are strictly prohibited. Any offer of a guarantee, warranty, or the like made to induce an individual to enter into an agency relationship or contract must be made in writing and must disclose all pertinent details. That isn't such as a lot of these brokerages, or you'll hear these teams or agents saying, I guarantee your home to be sold or I'll buy it. Well, that has to be in writing, and you have to have an agreement with them and details laid out, because you can't say, I'm going to buy your house if I don't sell it, and you list it for $350,000 and you don't sell it, then you're entitled to buy that house. A lot of those have gimmicks of, well, if I don't sell it, I'll buy it, but I'll buy it at this price at, say, 50%. So that's the way they get out of it. So that's pretty much all the main rules. You can go to TREC's website, and you can type in TREC, Tennessee Real Estate Commission, advertising guidelines, and it'll bring up everything for you. The do not call registry list. That is a list that's provided by the FTC for consumers to register their phone numbers to not receive calls from telemarketers, which telemarketers is a broad thing. You're basically cold callers is what it is. So if you're going to cold call for leads, for listings, or for buyers, there's a list that you can go on to make sure these people are not on your list. So when you make your data list in your Excel spreadsheet, or if you use, Mojo, and what's the other ones, Vulcan. There's a bunch of them out there that you can get that can pull these lists, Circle Prospect, a Cold Call, Prospect Plus. Most of those run them through there, but it's a good thing to double check it, because I think we first started doing it, we got seen a couple that was on the do not call registry list.
Prospect Plus just identifies them, it doesn't scrub them out. Mojo scrubs them out, so you can just sit there getting ready. If you export it, dial it,
Yeah.
that's a do not call number.
Yeah. So like Matt said, Mojo is probably the best one we've seen that we've used before. Now, if you do accidentally call them, I mean, most of the time it's not that big of a deal, but they could get you. It is illegal to use the registry for any purpose other than preventing calls from telemarketers. Now, you have to pay attention, because if somebody does complain about it, that they're on the list, you didn't check, the violation can be up to $43,792 per call. That's from the government. States can go from $100 to $25,000 per call. So say you call, the government hits you for $40,000, the state hits you for $25,000. That's $65,000 for not just checking the registry real quick. So make sure that you check registry if you're doing circle prospecting, cold calling. Now, if you have websites and people come in and you're getting leads, they've signed up, so they've asked for you to call.
Right.
But once they ask you, even if they're on the registry, they've asked you to call.
Mm-hmm.
But if they say, do not call me, you just, block their number, bad number. Always mark them as bad numbers, not to call back. I just harass them through email then. Yeah. Okay, and then the last thing is social media tips on how to market yourself, your business, and everything. One thing is have a strategy before you go into it. Don't be blind, just throwing things up and like putting spaghetti against the wall and hoping it sticks. do a little research on what you're doing. One good thing is to research your competitors, because that's what they're doing to you. They're going to research you to see what you're doing. There's a lot of agents that complain about other people, but if you watch them, they're searching and watching everything they're doing and copying, which is fine. Everybody's going to copy. Just a lot of people, they're not as consistent as the one that's really getting good service or good business from their marketing. Define your goals and know your audience. We're in the real estate business. We don't want to be doing ads, boosting ads for people that are 16 and under. You know, we got to have somebody that's 18 and over. What demographic, like areas. You don't want to be marketing, say you don't want to be marketing property overseas right now for this area, because it'd be a lot harder to get the ads to run over there. And didn't Facebook, their algorithm, didn't it change on how you could do your ads and everything?
Yeah, you can still do like your locations, but you used to be able to do like income, age,
Yeah.
gender, I think type of job.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
listed, but that was Zuckerberg didn't like it, so now you can only just do like
The target area.
you can still do age
Mhm.
and then just area. That's all you
Yeah.
can do. It can't be as targeted as
ridiculous.
certain people at certain income levels.
Mhm.
Only seeing this and that.
Yeah, your audience can, it's changed on Facebook and everything how they can do it. Use visual and appealing images and videos, and be consistent with your content and give valuable content. You don't want to have your real estate page and you're giving stuff about selling purses and stuff on there. It's mainly made for your real estate stuff. And at the end of it, just do your results, check your results. There, you may have to fine-tune your things, what you're doing on social media, because it changes all the time. And I like to follow a lot of the bigger agents, like in New York. I guess the more well-known ones, because their social media, like Ryan Serhant, his social media is crazy, and he'll put a post on even before he became famous because of the TV show. He would still get like 15, 20,000 likes on his post just because of his marketing team. So if you have any questions about the advertising, the Do Not Call registry list, reach out to Ariel. Just pick her brain. You can reach out to me or any of the owners that's been in the business longer. We can help you with your questions and everything. So.
Joey, did you address when agents can say realtor versus real estate agent?
It's Realtor.
Realtor is trademark, right?
Yeah, when you do your like your social media pages and everything, don't put Realtor on there because they will hit you. We know one person that I think she put the running Realtor, and they come back.
You can be Realtor and
Oh, oh, that's so good.
You can say realtor, like Joey Dishman Realtor, Matt McCrory Realtor, whatever, and they like to really put emphasis on
Yeah.
Realtor. But if you put like any type of like funny thing or whatever to it, technically a Realtor is.
Well, the world's okay realtor thing. I've been on the fence. Like I've been riding the lightning on that. It's not technically within the rules.
Yeah, he's just everybody likes him enough till they leave him alone. So.
Yeah, he's just barely getting by.
It's just some older agent
Yeah.
decides that they don't like Link or whatever, and they wanted to, they could raise a fuss with the
Yeah.
association because since it's trademarked, you're using it without their permission. If you were like World's Okayest Realtor, there was one girl that was the running Realtor,
Mhm.
And you can do it, and it's fine until you're caught type deal.
Yeah.
And they just make you go through and kind of take the name off.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone get hit with fines or anything.
I don't think so either. I think it just make you change your name.
You can't do that type deal.
What if we want to promote businesses? Like, is that in compliance? Like, say we were going to highlight a lender, do
Mhm.
we have to do 3? Is it the same
You can-
online? If we have like a personal testimonial for a company
Mhm.
and we post it on our social media?
I think that's fine. You're just sharing a testimonial from experience.
That whole
That's happened.
thing's been a huge misconception.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, now,
Mhm.
real estate lawyer will say, some of them, it's been changed by RESPA, but in some cases, they want you to have three. But he says, even the ones that have changed, it's best practice
Mhm.
because if somebody files a claim, it'll keep you more out of hot water if you presented three and
Mhm.
they chose one out of
I
three.
Yeah.
I agree that that's a good idea. There's just, the weird part is there's like nothing in writing right now that
Yeah.
says there has
Mhm.
to be.
He
Because
said
that's how we've always thought it was too, was
Yeah.
three was the rule.
Okay.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
It's just good
I
practice to
even
do
have
it.
Derek
And
Malcolm.
it is a good idea too,
Mhm.
because that, because regardless of if you're in trouble or not, even if the
Mhm.
client comes back just pissed off about some title company or insurance guy or inspector or whatever they hired and was like, well, you told me this guy was good. Well, if you gave him three, then they made the
Mhm.
decision.
that's what Eric
Yeah.
says.
Yeah.
It's best practice.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. That's the end of the live. Hope you got good information.